Welcome back to We Here Now. Today will be the very first video on trading. So let's go over the indicators first. We have the Lux Algo Fair Value Gap, boom. We have EMAs, boom, and we have the MACDs. So to get these indicators, just go up here to indicators and then type in fair value gap, or you could possibly type in FVG. Yep, just make sure it's Lux Algo. And for the EMAs, just type in EMA and moving average exponential. This is the one that you need. And for the last MACD, this is the one. So now let's look at the settings that we have for each one. Um, For the fair value gaps, I didn't change much except for the style. The reason why I chose a 500, I believe this is the highest you can go, just because the time frame that I am trading. Now, if I were to go somewhere down like a 100, you see how it changed? Now, how can I see that right here? Let's come in a little bit more. Then this is why I chose 500. That's why. Once you start to learn how to trade with fair value gaps, it makes sense. It makes sense. All right, so let's move on to the EMAs. You just use 30, 60, and 200. So I color coordinated these EMAs. This is actually wrong. So I use green for the lowest and red to the highest, just like a stoplight. Let me make sure everything else is good. So we want to put that one to 200. Boom, like that. Just like that. Now, let's talk about some trend lines. So, how do we draw trend lines? You want to draw the trend lines at the swing highs. And for a trend line to be valid, you need at least 3 touches. So let me erase these trend lines and redraw them. All right. So the tool that I use for drawing my trend lines is the extended line. So I use the extended line, the actual trend line, horizontal line, vertical line, and it's all up here. I got a box up here, rectangle, and a fib. I don't use this much. And then I had the drawing path. I use that to try to predict the movement. So let's click on to the extended line. Since I'm already zoomed out, this is how I like to do it. Just try to eye it like that. That looks pretty good. Then of course do the bottom. Boom, like that. Don't worry, I will zoom in. Another one like that. I like how these are looking. So let me go in a little deeper. Go in a little deeper. Now you can put trend lines on wicks. I used to do that. I was getting a lot of false signals when I first started out doing it like that. So now I just use the actual body of the candle. Try to get as close as possible. That looks good like that. Let me do the other side. And you see that was two candles. That was two candles. Ooh, there it is right there. There it is. So let me click on this one. Bring that up like that. Let's go back to see if it moved a lot or not. If it did not, we can lock it. Yes, it did not. So let's lock this right now. That way, when I'm moving around, it doesn't move. All right, let's go on to the second trend line, which is right here. Move this up like that. And bring this one up like that. And again, make sure the other side is good because it will move on you. So this is all set. So let's lock this one in as well. Boom. On to the last one. Bring that sucker down like that. Where's this one? Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. Boom. Just like that. Now, I did notice that this trend line went over a few candles. So I'm going to go back and fix it. Yep, there it is right there. So to fix that, let's just bring this one up to like that. Let it touch these candles, like so. So again, we got to go back over here. Like that. All right, so now I can lock it. So I didn't say this earlier, but I typically start off on the 3 day. So I do my major trend lines on the 3 day. Then I go down to the daily, use my actual trend lines for entry. So I move on to the daily. Come on, come on. And since this move has already happened, and yes, I did get into this trade, and my actual Oanda, I think that's how you pronounce it, account. So here's a trend right here. Here's a trend right here. So I go in here, draw the trend line, like so. And then once I draw that, I'll just clean it up. Just clean it up like that. Bring this. This is the actual trend line break. That's how you can tell when you see a big candle. Most of the time, it's a trend line break. Excuse me. So let's get back to it. Let's get back to it. Get back to it. Bear with me. All right, all right. So I got it fixed. So let's count the touches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then break up. Boom. So this will be your entry on this candle. And to get in on this candle, now you go down to the 6 hour. Boom. That's when I would have gotten in right there. Would have gotten in right there. Or you can also go down a little lower. Where we at? Where we at? Oh, oh. See, that's why you lock. This is why you lock the trend line. Let's hit the reverse, undo, should I say, and let's lock that trend line. So this is where, let's draw a box. This is where you can get in. Anywhere right in there. Anywhere right in there. Let's talk about fair value gaps and how they work. So, a big push is a fair value gap, if that makes any sense at all. Um, Sometimes, like if you have the free version, you will have to. You can only have two indicators. You can only have two indicators. I have the most basic paid subscription. I believe it's like $15 a month, but it's definitely worth it. It's definitely worth it. You get the replay and you get multiple trend lines. You get to I had multiple screens. I think it's only two screens though. Come on, reset price. There we go. Yep, there we go. See, it's the same. Let's see. So this is a 3 day. This is a 6 hour. So as you see, as I move the cursor on the 6 hour, it barely moves on the 3 day. Barely moves on a 3 day. All right, so back to fair value gap. Back to fair value gap. So basically what it means is that when price shoots up, it will you will get a gap. And what that gap means is that price is in a strong uptick or downtick. And also with the fair value gap, price will almost always touch the fair value gap again. Um, like so, like so. So see this fair value gap was made on November 9th, 2022. Basically today, a couple of months back. And it just hit it in January. So this is considered only, well, for me, I consider this one hit. Typically 3 hits, it'll push through. So like right here, see the bearish fair value gap really hasn't gotten touched. It almost touched right here, but as you see, it's going to touch it and then it's going to reverse. If it doesn't reverse, it's going to push through. But it's a good thumb, a good rule of thumb is to expect price to bounce off here and then bounce back right here. Now, the EMAs is the exact same way. EMAs, think of EMAs as magnets. Price will always come back to the EMA. Always. Now, the big EMA, that's like a what's the word I'm looking for? That's basically your trend. What's the word I'm looking for? Ooh, I'm drawing a blank. Mind you, this is my first video. So when price pushes through the 200 EMA, it typically changes the actual trend. When price is below the 200 EMA, you're in a downtrend. When price is above the 200 EMA, you're in a uptrend. Just like how this is. Even though this is back in 2003. But price is above the 200 EMA. Uptrend, uptrend, uptrend. Okay, so we got that out the way. So typically, what I do every week, like today is the beginning of the first week of a new week. I like to go through all of my excuse me, pairs, forex, crypto, and chart. So since we did this one together, it's done. It's done. So now for a good trend break, I am looking for price to break here. This is what I'm looking for. And patience is key. Always wait till the candle has closed. Always wait. Um, yeah, so just another little tip. Right here would be considered a double bottom. Boom, boom. And I know at a double bottom, price typically shoots up. Let's see, do I see a head and shoulders? No, no, I do not. No, I do not. So let's move on to GBU. Same thing. Same thing. A lot of these pairs um, follow one another. Um, a lot of crypto follow one another, and a few stocks follow crypto. In other words, Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is crypto. Every Almost all crypto follows Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin is going up, you have a good chance to catch the same move on plenty on different, different cryptos. So, yeah, and you just do the same thing. Just continue to do the same thing. Let's look at UJ. It's bouncing. Remember how I told you? Fair value gap. It touched it. Now it's coming back. The bullish fair value gap has not been touched yet. It finally got touched. Now down to the MACD. The way I use the MACD is when I see a candle and it's the opposite candle of what you see down here. It's typically looking for a reversal. Typically looking for a reversal. Right here. Boom. These two are good examples. Are great examples. We have some dojis right here. I call these dojis. I don't get all worked up about the actual name to candles, just because it's better to just know what the candle does. So this one is, of course, a engulfing candle, which is a reversal pattern. So as you see, you look down. This is a green candle on a pink MACD. That means a reversal was coming. Boom, and then you look at the engulfing and that pink down there. Now I'm like, okay, where do I get in at? And then a couple of days later, like a week later, you get the actual move shoots up. And if you would have gotten in, that would have been almost 3%. And then on top of the leverage that you use, that can easily be 30% using a 10x leverage. Easily be 30%. You would have made 30%. Well, actually, if you would have held on, that would have been almost 100% that you've made in what was that? September 30th to November 11th. That's easy money. Easy money. So here's something that I recently just learned. Like I said in my little bio that I gave you guys, I just started trading um, last year, last February. Um, Self-taught works. I've watched hundreds and hundreds of videos. I believe all last year. Um, thank God for my wife. She held us down. Um, I spent at least 8 hours every single day looking at these charts, looking at these charts. And I believe that's the only way to become profitable is learning how market structure moves. I'm not saying you have to spend all the hours that I've spent. All I'm saying is that you have to put in the time on looking at the charts. So back to what I was saying about what I've just learned about probably I would say in January. I just learned how to use it, should I say? So you right click the price bar. You go to invert scale. This was a game changer for me. I could never short because I couldn't see it. If that makes sense, I could not see it. So now I just treat it as a long. I just treat it as a long. Look at just look how clean that move would have been. Look how clean that move would have been. Oh, 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 oh. There we go. There we go. I'll bring it up to this fair value gap. Always bring it to the fair value gap if it's in the trend lines. So that was 13%. Come on now, and then add that with whatever leverage you use. Easy. It's easy. But again, you have to put in the time to look at these charts. You have to. You have to. Now, I would say you can do that on like the hour time frame just to understand how price move. But I would not suggest you guys trade on anything lower than 2 hours. You can look at it at the 1 hour, but I wouldn't trade anything past the 2 hour just because I've lost a lot of money. And I don't want you guys to lose a lot of money just because you don't have the patience. The patience will come. The patience will come. When I first started, I was telling myself, yeah, I'm gonna be a scalper. I'm gonna be a scalper. I don't have time to wait on a day for a new candle. Only if I knew what I knew back then. The higher the time frame, the more the trend lines and the more all the indicators hold value. So on a small time frame, these trend lines will get broken easily. Get broken easily. But now we on the 3 day. Each candle is what? 72 hours? That's a lot of data in this one candle. That's a lot of data. So now let's look at some chart patterns that you should get familiar with. That you should get familiar with. But first, let me just walk you guys over to my live account. Like I said, I just started. But boom, this is my live Forex account. And these are my trades right now. These are my trades. And so, hey, I'm in here with just with you guys. We're gonna do this together. So, to get to chart patterns, just go to Google, just type in chart pattern. This one, these two are my go-to chart patterns, just because it's like the first two that pops up when I just go to chart patterns. Let's see, blah blah blah. So here are the main patterns that you will see in trading. My favorite one is flags. I love flags because they're easy for me to see. Those and double bottoms. Those and double bottoms. Let's go back to it. Let's find a flag real quick. Uh, this might be a flag right here. Let me go on to a smaller time frame. Let's see. This is Monday, the 30th September. Let's go down to the 6 hour. Monday, September 30th. Oh, it's right there. September 30th. Nope, not yet. Ooh, I should have never did that. Yeah, I should have never did that. Yeah, this is not working. This is not working. Oh, this is not working. But however, I see a trade right here. Quick, easy trade that somebody could have made. Put that trend line right there. Get in on that candle. Easy. Actually, this is a flag. Yep, that's a flag. See, this is why I love them because I can see them. Now, if I go down a little lower, let's see a 15-minute chart. Like I said, I do not suggest we use these small ones. Question is, can I even see it on the 15-minute chart? Come on, bear with my slow computer. There it is. There it is. See how it looks on a smaller time frame. You can see it because you got the flag right here. Well, you got the flagpole right here. And you got the flag right there. Boom. All right. All right. All right. Okay. All right. So, my first video. I think I covered a lot. Um, I know that it's pretty long. It's about 30 minutes right now. Uh, Crypto is open. Crypto is 24/7. Forex opens 4 p.m. I believe on Sundays, and of course, the stock market doesn't open till 8:30 in the morning. So, in commodities, I believe they open the same time as Forex on Sundays as well. I don't really trade these too much, just because I still haven't found a brokerage to actually trade these commodities. However, I still dabble in them on paper trading. I'm always paper trading, always. You can never use you can you can't overdo the paper trading because practice makes perfect. Practice makes perfect. All right, so tomorrow is Monday, on the beginning of the week. Now it's going to be another rough week. I believe CPI comes out on Wednesday, I'm still learning about all the news and whatnot. When I first started trading, I told myself, look, all I'm trying to do is learn how to trade. Then I can get into the news and understand how the news work. All right, so tomorrow, what we're going to do is, find some trades. Find some trades and stocks, basically in everything. Basically in everything. The stocks that I will be using will be Apple, Nvidia, SPY, Tesla, Microsoft. We all know about Tesla. Tesla, you might as well just put a short in Tesla. Short with some options in Tesla, some puts. Um, Forex, I'm going to be using EU, GU, UJ, AU, and UC. Crypto, of course, Bitcoin, ETH, Solana, XRP, and BNB. Commodities, gold, silver, crude oil, copper, and natural gas. So the others, this is others is crypto without the top five, the top 10. I'm sorry, excluding top 10 right here. So it doesn't have stuff like Bitcoin, Ethereum, um, possibly don't have Solana, stuff like that. But I looked at this one for altcoin season. Um, when this is doing well, or whatever this is doing, it reflects on Sui, Pepe, Sheep, Cardano, BNB, stuff like that. Stuff like that. So, all right. So, I'm gonna cap it off now. I feel like it's been a while. I just want to give you guys a little tip. Use ChatGPT. Use ChatGPT. ChatGPT has changed my trading around tenfold. Um, the way I use it, I just talk to it like an actual person. Basically, the EMAs, and the MACD. I put in my strategy on ChatGPT. Say, hey, what should my MACD look like, and what EMA should I use based on my swing trading strategy, which is the 3 day, daily, 6 hour, 2 hour. Now with the 2 week, I will use that with my long term investments, my dividend stocks and whatnot. But yeah, just want to say thank you for watching my first video. Please give me criticism. Um, don't forget to like, and comment, and subscribe. I gotta get used to that. Gotta get used to that. But yeah, I'll be back at it again tomorrow. Again, my name is X. Thank you for taking the time out and watch my videos. Let's get this trading. Let's make some money this year. We got the bull run coming. Um, I'm guessing I've seen a lot of things saying March 25th. The bull run should be here. So let's get it. Peace.